Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new show, a brand new concept on the Balls Out podcast. I am obviously one of your hosts and co-owners of the channel. I'm Nathan Dales, and we've got the wonderfully brilliant and always making herself available for shows. It is the wonderful Naomi. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is over there. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good. I apologise in advance, but my internet connection isn't great, so we'll plough on and we'll see how we get on. But hopefully, it will last. But yeah, basically, the point of this new show and new concept to the channel is we just talk about whatever we like. There isn't a schedule. There isn't a running order. There's no news that we're going to bring up. We're just going to talk about whatever we want and go on for as long as we like, and then call it a night. It is
Yeah,
literally just an opportunity for people to get involved in the comments, get involved in whatever we're talking about, and just general chat. I think we all just need that.
I love that. And just yapping and football, like I'm all here for it, obviously, and any sport actually, or any entertainment.
Yeah,
The world.
just whatever we absolutely feel like. We was expecting Jay, but I think he's running a bit late. But we'll see how he goes. But yeah, no. But what's your Tuesday been like today?
Oh, great! It started with you telling me we're launching a new show, so that's always great. And it's at Balls and Brew, and I'm a coffee girly, as you know. I always have a good coffee on me, so I'm like, yeah, this is right up my alley. It's
Yeah.
been a fun weekend here. We had the Super Bowl weekend, of course, the Kendrick Lamar halftime performance.
Mm.
Everyone is buzzing about it. I didn't really have a team which I picked, but Jalen Hurts was kind of cool, so I ended up supporting him and he ended up winning, which was nice. But yeah, that's been the talk of the town this week.
Yeah.
And
Uh, yeah, I have a problem with the Super Bowl itself. I know it's massive. Is the halftime show more important to you than the actual game?
yeah,
Yeah, I find that a lot with the Super Bowl. Unless
yeah,
you've got a dog in the fight, as the saying goes, if you've not got a team in the actual game, it doesn't
yeah,
really appeal, does it? I suppose, but I know
no,
it's
and
huge over there.
yeah, like I think American football is big in America, but I actually get into it with like people because they're like look down on soccer and they're like it's not real football, and I'm like it's not a real sport. Get out of my face. Um, but yeah, I think it's just you just support your American counterparts or your friends and colleagues, and yeah, you just get on with it. But a couple of years, 4 years ago, the weekend performed during the halftime show.
Mm.
I love him, so that was like a whole moment for our fandom. That was really fun. And then this year, Kendrick Lamar's performance, which I'm still dissecting, but feel free to like drop any comments on it, y'all. Um,
Mm.
it's been pretty, I would say, it's been pretty exciting and a little revolutionary. There's been a lot of like talk about it in the Black community, so it's exciting. Um, and yeah, it was a whole diss on Drake, which was kind of fun. I'm not like a big Kendrick Lamar fan, but I always like to learn like what people are enjoying and talking about, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, I have to say I'm a massive fan of the weekend. I have to say I'm so when he did his show, I really enjoyed it. But no, I have
Yeah.
to say I'm not massive on Kendrick Lamar, but I understand the cultural reference, like the cultural relevance of Kendrick Lamar in like this day and age. So it's good for that respect. But yeah, I do have an issue with the whole Super Bowl show as a whole. If it was just like a big event with the music, you would sort of get it. And the trailers, I never understood like the Super Bowl trailers that happened during the game, like for movies or shows. That is massive, and I've
Yeah.
never understood that.
So that's massive. Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Super
Yeah, do
Bowl.
it.
We're gonna do it, right? So I'm in marketing, as you know, and right now I'm also like pursuing my master's in marketing. So we were excited to like have the Super Bowl on Sunday and then talk about the ads on Monday. Like it's a whole thing in our
Yeah.
industry. Um, But basically, these ads are like multi-million dollar ads. They run up so many millions. They're the most expensive ads you could ever do, literally. And yeah, so like all these companies buy like 30 seconds of airtime, and it's just the biggest night in mass advertising, basically. Um, and I don't know for most of them if it's even worth it because it's really difficult to like convert
Mm.
that to actual sales and stuff like that. But we're always exploring like why a company would choose to advertise. And this year there was just some interesting ones, some big flops. You might have seen the one trending from what is it? Oh, I drink it every morning. Not the delight, but one of the coffee creamers. Someone remind me. But they have a cold foam now, and like they had this really weird ad with like all the tongues flying in the air, and it was just so awkward and not well received. And it's trending on TikTok on how bad it was. But yeah, then you had Nike's ad, which was insane. But it's like a whole phenomena, and like people watch just the ads. Like there's people who like watch the Super Bowl just for the ads, and then there's people in my industry who just sit on YouTube and just watch the ads, and that's it. That's it for them. So it's a whole thing, and it's a whole part of the culture. So it's interesting.
It's massive, isn't it? Because you see, like they charge, not charge, but they pay like actors, like massive Hollywood A-listers, so much money to be in these ads. It's crazy. I did cut out very briefly there. My signal in this house today is really annoying me. I really need to do something about it, but what can you do? But no, I get the appeal, but yeah, I didn't realize how massive the trailers were until a couple of years ago. But no, that's awesome. Is there any other sports in America that you're interested in, or is it literally just soccer or football, or are you a
Well,
bit?
I definitely live in like a sports town, so which
Mm.
was by design. Like after college, I wanted to move to somewhere where the sports were a little active. I never researched if they were good, so that's on me. But like in Colorado, like we have the men's soccer team, which they do a lot of fun stuff, honestly, but they're not very good from what I've heard. But they're really fun and like they have a lot of fun stuff. And then we have the Broncos, which is the football team,
Mm.
who they have such expensive games, but they're really not good. Like
Yeah.
no, and they have a nice stadium. And then you have the hockey team, the Avs, who are good. They did win the championship in 2023, I believe, and they're pretty good. And yeah, people will try to go to those. Like, actually, if there's an Avs game, like, forget about public transportation, traffic. Like, you're not getting home. Just you might as well stay in the city. They crowd the streets. And then you have baseball, which I literally don't know anything about, but they also have fans, the baseball team, the Rockies. Um, yeah, we have a little bit of everything, and apparently the WNBA is going to be expanding to Denver, and then the women's the NWSL, the National Women's Soccer League, is also going to be expanding to Denver. And this news just broke like this past 2 3 weeks, so it's definitely been exciting for women's sports. Um, which that was another trend like we were tracking in one of my classes. So it's like, oh, cool. Like maybe we could, get to report on it or something.
Yeah.
'Cause soccer is my game, and I like where I work. I literally pass the like one of the stadiums to go to work every day. Like it's right there, like 2 minute walk. So like you're all in the middle of it. So maybe we can make something out of it. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hmm.
That'd be cool. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Because like for such a small, is it a reasonably small state, Denver, or is it quite, or Colorado itself? Is it quite a small state, or is it like, I mean, compared to where I am, it's probably massive.
It's not a small state, but like the city's pretty small. The
Yeah.
city's pretty small. Like you just have the city in the middle, and when you drive, like you can get to can see the city because the buildings start, and it's like this tiny. so small actually. And then the metro area, which is like kind of suburbs where I live and everyone lives, is like 15 to 20 minute out. That's still considered Denver, but yeah, like the city's pretty small, honestly. I even had some numbers. I think it's like 700,000 people. Yeah,
That's a
so
lot.
it's kind of
That's a
small.
lot compared to like from where I am. There's probably 700,000. Probably I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of sports fans. And you know what's funny? It can be like 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, 11 a.m. on a Wednesday. It doesn't matter. There's always somebody there to watch the game. There's always somebody there to like attend a rally. So I don't know how they get out of work, but it's like it's fun.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Ah, no, it's just yeah. When we were talking about doing this show today, it's purely because there is just nothing really exciting going on in the world of football. I mean, we've got Champions League tonight. That's pretty straightforward. Although the FA Cup, Exeter City versus Nottingham Forest, is also tonight, and that's currently 2-2, which is quite mad. What's happening in the Champions League? I don't even know. Here we go. Oh, City won, Real Madrid won.
Yeah, who scored?
We've got Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe.
He should score for his new contract. He better start scoring soon.
Yeah, too fucking right. 800 plus a week. What a joke.
Better clean your stuff up.
PSG won earlier. They won against Brest 3-0. Juve are beating PSV. And Sporting Lisbon are losing 1-0 to Dortmund. But yeah, apart from that, it has been a really quiet week. I think because of the FA Cup. Is the FA Cup broadcasted quite a lot over there? Or is it not really paid much attention compared to the Premier League?
Oh no, like it's equal attention. All three of them. Yeah, no, it gets the same attention. I think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's good.
at
Yeah,
least
because
like the chatter I'm surrounded with, it's like the same thing. Um,
yeah, I love the FA Cup.
I love that. Honestly,
It's
like I
definitely,
like both of the cups more than the Premier League. Like, oh, I'm tired of the league.
yeah, yeah. I think we're all a bit like that. I
Yeah.
think Europa and FA Cup, we can actually be a little bit optimistic. Whereas I couldn't honestly care less about the league.
Mm-mm.
I'm so bored of just either turning up and winning or just playing awful and losing.
Yeah.
And it's creating such a rift. Like you see it on Twitter between United fans. It's creating a real rift and a real toxicity. It's getting a bit crazy. I'm
Yeah.
trying to stay out of it.
I don't know how risky it is to talk about this, but like this weekend, like the fans turned on Ruben Amorim. Um,
Mm.
on like it was like whoop, someone flipped a switch all over Twitter, and I was like, that was
Where
like
do you stand on it? Are you still like I'm fully committed to this manager, or are you like, well,
I don't know if I'm ready to like talk about it, but like he's done some weird stuff, and for me, it's not even like I don't care how you manage, do whatever you want, literally. But when you're asked about your players, freaking back them up. It literally doesn't
mm,
cost you to do that. And I've been watching like less and less of the press conferences because I just like kind of snap when I watch them. Um, and I think it was this last game. Some reporter asked him, "Oh, was tonight's decision of the goalie because of injuries?" And he said, "Of course." And then he continued talking. And I was like, "Ooh, I don't like that." Little did I know the lineup. Andre Onana is the goalie, and I'm like, "Bro, he's your first goalie. Like, okay, say something else, but don't say of course." And I'm like, "This is insane." So I don't know. I'm not happy fully with him.
yeah, it's getting. I'm fully behind the manager. I'm losing faith with a lot of the players at the minute, but there is an element of I just want to get this season out the way now. I'm so done with it. I'm so bored of it.
Yeah.
I'm almost just writing it off. I'm not really that interested. I don't get excited at the moment about if United are on. I'll
Mhm.
get more excited about a big Premier League game. Like I wasn't overly fussed about the FA Cup game on Friday because I knew we'd either win comfortably or just play awful and lose. But we were so lucky that there wasn't VAR in that game because we would have.
Yeah.
It's just to save us. I mean, there was a thing going around about just give that man a statue that didn't flag for offside because everyone was just so bored. The linesman clearly saw it was offside and he just thought, you know what? No, we
Yeah.
cannot stand here for another half an hour. Just save us. It really was like that. It was horrendous.
That's literally like the same thing I've been seeing. Like people are like Harry couldn't help playing for another 30 minutes, so even though he knew he was offside, he just went for it. And I'm like, this is actually
Yeah.
like this is
Oh
so fun.
no, just it's not quite it's not quite Mourinho ball or Van Gaal ball where it was really dull and boring, but it's sort of the opposite where they're sometimes really exciting to watch, but also like you just think exciting but not really gaining anything. Do you know what I mean? Like we're putting out and we're doing what we've got to do to get in position. It just doesn't really come of anything. It's getting really disappointing in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been a little bit downer, but I don't know. Like the season's around till May, you
Yeah,
know.
don't.
We're still
How
at
many
seven.
games have we played? It is bad when you get to a point where you just think, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know who we've got at the weekend. Are we even playing? What's going on?
I heard a
Oh,
Spurs fan came and told me we're playing them. So yeah, apparently we're playing them at 9:30 a.m. on. Oh well, here it's a.m. on Sunday morning.
are you going to get up? Are you awake at that point, or are you having a lie-in on that morning just to be like, meh?
I'm probably awake at 9:30, like, or I'll be awake by halftime. It's kind of like that. I feel like I just whenever there's a game, it's the like everything else that goes on is so much fun. Like I watch the pre games, and then I watch some YouTubers later on, and then I will go to the photographers, the United photographers. They upload some nice photos the next day. So it's more about all of that than like the actual
Oh,
game.
okay.
You
No,
know,
that's cool.
90
Yeah, I
minutes of,
suppose.
it's like whatever.
Yeah, yeah. No, if you look at it like that, I suppose if you're interested in that side of things, I suppose it's fun. But like me, if you're just interested in watching the game, and then after the game, it's like, oh, I've just wasted like 2 hours of my life watching that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's just not
stuff like
good.
that. Stuff to,
And yeah, we're at 24 games for the season, so we've still got
yeah. We've still got a lot of
too
games.
many, too many games. It's bad.
I feel like the no VAR thing like definitely switched things up. Like it was different. It was fun. I like that aspect of it.
It was nice to celebrate a goal there and then,
Yeah,
so we
literally.
didn't have to worry about it. But I
Oh,
do feel a little bit like rude for like for Leicester. They probably would have been quite happy to take it to extra time,
hmm.
but yeah, I think if you're gonna, because now they're gonna bring it in for the fifth round, which is the next round of the FA Cup. Oh, we should talk about who we got. Who did we get? Fulham at home.
Yeah, I
Was
heard
that
we're
the FA
playing
Cup draw?
somewhere.
Oh, and we got FA Cup holders Man United to face Sunderland in the women's FA Cup. Oh, that's good. But yeah, um, I did quite like it about having no VAR for sure.
Hmm.
But to bring it in now seems a little bit like, well, you either have it in all the games or you don't have it at all.
You don't have it at
Like now,
all.
you
Yeah, because
or
their whole
wait
point.
until the final.
Yeah, because their whole point was for like all the stadiums can't
Hmm.
handle VAR, so we're not gonna do it at that stages. So they want to be like equal for everybody, right? But are you really being equal if you're putting it in at this stage? Because then, like, some people already got advantaged from the no VAR or already got disadvantaged from the no VAR. So it's like balls in motion. So you might as well just
Yeah,
do what you're doing and finish it out.
yeah. I did. Yeah, I've enjoyed not having it, but I think if they were going to just leave it out, that wouldn't
And
bother me.
honestly, when never in our life has a VAR decision ever favored United. So like,
It made a change.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's never been
that's a
positive.
bold claim, actually. That's a very bold claim. There will be someone that will go back and find something.
Well, maybe finally we'll get a comment. So like, let us know, guys. Let us know if anyone disagrees.
Yeah, 28 people on Twitter. If you're watching this and you don't agree, tag it. Tag it, send it to us. There will be someone going, well, no. Yeah, there's got to be one, but no, maybe you're right. Maybe we have been pretty lucky with. Excuse
it's,
me.
it's also the goals getting canceled. Like so many times, our goals just get canceled in VAR. Like sometimes it's offside, other times it's like these laws I've never even heard about. But also like, oh, your finger's offside, so the whole goal's offside. Like, look, some grass.
Yeah. We've not had decent officiating on like fouls for us, especially. Like, they will get, the opposition get away with a lot
They're getting
against us
yeah.
on a whole.
And you know that might have been fine when not really, but that might have been bearable for the team when we were like a good team, right? Who
Mm,
could come back from stuff. We can't even breathe right now, and you're putting all these things on top of it.
no, very
And
true.
they get moody, they get sad, and then it's just a slippery slope from there.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be really difficult for clubs to come to United and make, because at one point it was like you're not getting anything out of this game when you came to Old Trafford. Now it's like they could, and I think that's such a, it's a fall from grace. It really is.
Yeah,
It's disappointing. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and completely slag off my club. Like, of course, I love Man United. They're my club. They have been for a long, long period of time. So I'm not just going to completely slag them off and say I don't support them, because I do. But I am. The key word is bored of Premier League football right now as a Man United fan. I will watch Europa League with excitement. I will watch the FA Cup with excitement. I
yeah.
watched the League Cup with excitement before we went out.
Hmm.
But yeah, the league itself, as long as we don't get relegated, I don't care.
Yeah.
And seeing as I think we're pretty much safe now, aren't we? Close enough.
I don't think we're getting relegated, but I just want something. Just want something, something. A little something here, a little something there, and we're good. But like, don't give the lead. Like, score something. You know, like control the game. It's not that too much that we're asking for. Just the basics.
The basics, exactly. Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians in that dressing room at the minute. Just too many loud voices, not really doing what they were told to do,
Hmm.
and they all just need to get back to basics and just do what they're told.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone must be able to find a VAR decision that's gone our way.
Yeah. Well, if anyone knows of such miracles that have happened,
Everyone's shout. I reckon people are shouting at their screen. That doesn't help us. If you're shouting at your phone now, saying this, and this, doesn't help us. Chuck it in the comments. Let us know. But no, yeah. What else has been going on? What have you got planned for the rest of the week? Let's do that.
well, I'm like a free bird this week. Thank God. But it is Valentine's weekend, so I'm sure people have plans. I think it's on Friday this time of the year, so
Mm.
really a nice time to get together with your loved ones or with your galentines or with your pets. So that's kind of yeah, Yeah, that's going to be flooding all our social media this weekend. So be mentally prepared for that if you're not. But yeah, I did a Colorado Motorcycle Expo vendoring opportunity this last week, and it was really cool. It was like all these motorcycles, right? So all the collectors and stuff, they were showing them, and then it was also like a quote unquote swap meet. So apparently that's like when industry folks just like meet up and stuff. And
Hmm.
I've seen a swap meet in movies for the motorcycling community, but it was just so interesting. Like there was different motorcycle clubs, and it was kind of like the movies. Like everyone had matching jackets, stuff like that.
That's so cool.
It was really interesting, and there was like a lot of them. There's a lot of clubs, and then you could see the guys who were still in the probably like the initiation process or whatnot. Um, and I was like, this is like insane to see in reality. And then all these bikes, there was so many collectors' bike, which looked really cool. And at the end of the expo, little did I know, all the bikes belongs to someone. So people get on it. So like all these girls and guys, like they like got on the bikes, these huge collectors bikes that are like detailed to the most detail, have like this insane paintings on them, insane detail. And they just rode them into the night, and I'm like, this is absolutely cool. But yeah, it was there something different, and just something
Proper
new.
Sons of Anarchy style sort of lifestyle.
Literally, it looked so sick. And you had people coming from so many different states, and they probably rode there, like most of them. So it was like really cool to see that.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of bikes, but I understand the passion and the excitement, especially around, I assume, like Harleys and big bikes like that. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
really nice looking bikes. Like, fair play. I could never ride a bike. I'm too scared.
same. But I feel like it's more common here nowadays. Just especially people who have ridden in the past and who have a bike, they just bike instead of driving because of the traffic.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Don't blame them. Traffic is shit, especially where I am. I'm fed up of seeing traffic cones and road work. It's like, oh, don't. I drive for a living, and I'm sick to death of just sitting in traffic at the minute.
Yeah, yep, that's a huge problem here too.
But no, going back to Valentine's Day, I've got no plans. My wife's spending Valentine's Day with my mum. They're going out for the evening, so
Oh,
they're
oh,
going
that's so
to some.
sweet.
Yeah,
That's so
they're
sweet.
going to a show together. So I was like, oh, okay. I saw that Bowling for Soup are doing a gig like an hour away from my house, like where Mark L lives near Worthing. They're doing a show in Brighton, and I was gutted. I didn't realise they were doing it. I definitely would have gone
Hmm.
because I'm a bit on a Bowling for Soup sort of Green Day, Blink 182 sort of vibe at the minute. Like, it's kind of hit me this week, so I've just been jamming out to that most of the time.
Yes, I love a good concert. That's actually like one of my goals for 2025 is to go to like 4 or 5 concerts. Like it's one of my goals. And like last week, I was getting tickets to the weekend, which was a nightmare. I'm like, I'm starting a ticketing revolution. So if anyone wants to talk more about that, DM me on Twitter. But it was crazy. It was from Ticketmaster, and I like joined it at 8 a.m. and the queue started at 9:30, and then the tickets dropped at 10 a.m. And
Oh shit!
let's just say I'm so glad I just needed one ticket and I just needed it for myself, because if it was anything more complicated than that, I don't think I would have made it. When the queue opened, it was like there's 13,000 people ahead of you. I'm like, really? How's that possible? And like Denver is like it's kind of a small place when it comes to shows and stuff. We have more supply than demand. Um, but
Mm.
yeah, and once I logged in, it was like disappearing, like toot, 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 toot. It gave me like Taylor Swift vibes, and I was like getting flashbacks, and I was like, oh, let's just check out real quick. So I did get them, thank God, but it was kind of a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to get gig tickets is probably one of the most stressful things. like for when I did what was it? I did Money in the Bank, WWE Money in the Bank in London, and I had to
Mm,
pull over. I said to work, I said I need to stop. I don't care where I am. I need to pull over somewhere with decent signal. And
yeah.
I managed to get into the queue, and there was 4,000 people. No, something like 5,000 people in front of me, and there
Mm,
was only like 6,000 tickets on the pre-sales. I was like, oh shit! Managed to get tickets for that, which was good. But I was like ready to go then. And then recently they announced they were doing Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown in London again,
mhm.
and my mind just completely blanked. Didn't even realise it was happening. And an hour later, it was like, oh, the pre-sales sold. I was like, oh, mother! Completely forgot about it. So I went on there to try and get tickets, and they were all like either sold out, the cheap seats were gone, or it was just like £400 per
Yeah,
ticket. I don't know.
that
I could
sucks.
not just
That
like
literally,
nearly
yeah,
£1,000 for tickets. I was like, no, can't do it. Can't justify it. As much as I would love to be there,
yeah,
can't justify £1,000 on.
yeah. That literally sucks, and I'm so tired of it honestly because it never goes to the fans, and we're trying to get Gracie Abrams tickets at Red Rocks, which is like a cool venue that everyone wants to go to.
Mm.
And they sold it out in minutes because Red Rocks has, I think, 8K or 10K capacity. It literally sold out in minutes, and I was there. I was in the queue, and I was just like, "This is so fucked up."
So, what other gigs are you hoping to get to, or concerts are you hoping to get to this year?
But I also did get another one for Hoyser to see. I want to see Benson Boone really bad. Like he came and I missed.
Mm.
He's a new artist. He performed at the Grammys, which was interesting. The reaction was interesting. Performance was good, but the reaction, the freaking internet, man, like the internet can
Yeah,
have it. They
they
immediately
are
started comparing
dirty.
him to Harry Styles, and Harry's fans and Taylor's fans, which are my friends supposedly, right? Like they start coming at this guy who's like 22 years old. Freaking get a life. And they were like, "Oh, his outfits look like Harry and stuff." And yeah, and he heard about it and he reacted because he's so young and doesn't know better. And yeah, it was just not it. The reaction was not it. But he's such a sweet artist. I really want to see him. He came here like I think 3 times. I didn't really know about him the first 2 times, or I didn't know he was coming. I knew his music, but then the third time I should have gone. I just there was too many things going on, and I kind of got like out of my head. But yeah, I regret not going, so I want to go to that at some point.
You might be able to answer a question I've got. So, I've asked this question to people at work. Where did Sabrina Carpenter actually come from?
Yeah, she
Because one minute she did not exist, and then next minute she's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, so from my knowledge at least, I love music, and a lot of I have a lot of friends who are her fans. But she opened for Taylor in a few of her
Right.
shows, and Sabrina has a group of a few artists this year that are like they were nominated for Best New Artists, but they really did like just pop out and start making music. So I would say like she's part of this group of people, right? Like Olivia Rodrigo, Gracie Abrams, um, Chapel Road, who's also like a beautiful, beautiful
Mm.
artist. Um, and I really want to see Sabrina Carpenter and Benson Boone is another one in that group, and a few more
They just
folks.
pop up.
But, yeah, they just did pop out, but like they're new artists. They did their first few singles. Their singles were very well received, and then they dropped their albums. Sabrina's singles like Espresso and that other one I forgot. If you hear them once, they just get stuck in your head. Like you
Mm.
cannot, and you gotta give her that. But
And you can't scroll through TikTok at all at the moment without a
yeah,
random
hearing
Sabrina
it,
Carpenter
right?
clip coming up.
Yeah, and her album rollout was really good, and Taylor took her under her wing, and Taylor's producer was oh
Quizzing.
people are gonna cancel me for not reading this, but Margaret and Jack Antonoff. So Jack Antonoff and Taylor, I know, took them under her wing. And yeah, she did her tour. She's an incredible performer, but like once you get her in front of people, she got it. She got it all down. So yeah, I think that's the magic of like new artists, and yeah, she's good, and I think she has like a serious fan base now. Um, and a lot of people who I know through my Swifties community are also like huge Sabrina Carpenter fans. So it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, she has definitely just completely come out of nowhere and has just invaded my For You page. It's
Yeah, sorry about
ridiculous.
that. I wanted to go to her show. She was there, but I could not justify getting those tickets as well. Like I think they were like 600 for the nosebleeds, and I'm like, no thanks.
For what? For one ticket, $600.
Yeah, like that was the price, and then I think it went down closer to the show, but that was like just normal prices. Yeah,
That's
it's really
crazy.
yeah.
There you go. I bet anyone watching wasn't expecting us to go from Manchester United to Sabrina Carpenter in less than 10 minutes. There you go.
There you go, guys.
That is the beauty of this new format. Quickly update you on the scores if you're interested. Man City have taken the lead. They are, oh no, tell a lie. It is now 2-all. Man City did take the lead. Erling Haaland with a penalty. It's now 2-all. Brahim Diaz has scored to make it 2-all. So 2-all overall, total and aggregate. So that will go back to Madrid probably with 2-all. Juve are beating PSV 2-0, 2-1, sorry, and Sporting Lisbon losing 3-0 at home to Borussia Dortmund. So they'll be going to Dortmund 3-0 down, most likely. And the FA Cup still going 2-all as well. Exeter down to 10 men. So there you go. No, so yeah, so the whole point of this new format and new show. Oh, hang on, I've got some vinyl here. I'll show off the sort of rubbish that I collect in my vinyl
Bro,
collection.
oh my god, stop. Hey, let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got Goodbye Yellow Brick Road,
Love that.
Candle in the Wind. I've got some Cher, which is my wife's. I've got
Oh,
some soundtracks. I've got Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, Blues
that's so
Brothers. What
cool.
a film that is, by the way. Blues Brothers.
That's so cool.
But yeah, that's some of the. Oh, I've got the Bluey soundtrack. If you're aware, if you're a father, you'll know about the Bluey soundtrack.
That's so cool. Parenthood.
Parenthood, yeah.
Wait, I'll show you a couple records I got this week too.
Go for it. Go for it.
Um, where's the second one? All right. So I got the weekends collector edition with Frank somebody.
Holy shit, that is
Yeah,
really cool artwork.
right. I'm trying to like get it. Ugh. Oh, it's kind of
I got most of it.
it's kind of bugged out. It's really cool. It has like a whole painting situation on the inside. Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna um hold on here. All right, cool. Better. So this one has like, oh, well, still being annoying, but and then I got and then I got just like the regular signed edition first pressing for the weekend. Hurry up tomorrow.
That's cool.
There you
Maybe
go.
that's what I need to add to my collection. Some weekend.
Yeah, this one was like an autographed version, but when the whole album came out, apparently it's missing like half the track list. So
Oh
they just
shit.
released. I'm like, are you guys serious? Like, did you just release it with half the track list? So they have the other, like the full one. They just released that one, but I'm like, I'm not getting it. I already have two.
I'm not buying another vinyl that I've already owned.
Look at you.
Yeah. I've sort of this is my makeshift office sort of podcasting space, but it's still, as you can see, very much under renovation because there is nothing on this wall. It is just blank and boring. And on this side is everything. So I've got my record player there and just loads of crap everywhere. So it will be. It will. It's work in progress. It will. It will be.
Yeah,
So once it's done, it will look cool.
yeah. Renovations are always like so time consuming and energy consuming.
No, luckily I've got 3 days off work this week, so I'm
Oh,
looking forward to.
nice.
I've booked off tomorrow as a holiday day, so I'm not in tomorrow, and then I've got Thursday and Friday off, but then I'm back to work Saturday and Sunday.
Hmm, 3 days.
My wife just put on Facebook that they're watching one of her old childhood films that she used to watch downstairs. Bless her.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. So we'll quickly. I suppose we better look ahead to the Spurs game on Sunday, as we are a Manchester United channel. But like I've said anyway, I'm not overly looking forward to it. But what do you reckon? Spurs away on Sunday. Any thoughts? Any feelings?
Well, there's not going to be a game on Thursday, right? So hopefully everyone is like feeling a little
Oh
more
shit!
energetic. Is there going to be? I don't know. There's nothing on my calendar, so
I was going to say no. We should be all right. We finished top eight, didn't we? Yeah. Go on. Sorry. Carry on. Yeah.
yeah. So hopefully, like we get energized a little bit, and uh, how I told you someone came, like a Spurs fan came and told me we have a game this weekend, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh, yeah, it's a relegation battle, and I just
Yeah.
like,
Relegation 6 pointer.
like, please, bro. Um, and we just started talking. We were like, oh yeah. And another time we would have been like, oh, it's a two top 16, so it should be fun or something. But yeah, like maybe they walk in with that mentality that they are facing another quote unquote top 16.
Yeah.
Not this season, but like in general, like a name brand team. So hopefully they'll bring something out. Um, I don't know, anything to get them going, right? Like, but yeah, I mean, I hope it makes a difference that they're not playing on Thursday and we see some more energy because I know they're always complaining about having to play twice a week. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah, like you say, it's we've had over a week to prepare, so we shouldn't have any sort of fitness issues. Everyone should be reasonably fit and ready to go. There may be injuries. I mean, we're without Martinez now for probably the rest of the season. In the reverse fixture, they beat us 3-0 at home, so but they're not really. Ange, I hate Ange Postecoglou. I'll say it. I don't care. I really don't like him as a manager. I think he's arrogant. He's rude. He thinks he's something he's not. And yeah, I hope that as much as they beat us at home, I hope we beat them away, of course. But like I said earlier, I'm just not excited about it. But I hope we do well. There's just not many players that I think they're in form. Do you know what I mean? Like there might be normally there'll be a player you think, oh yeah, he might score a couple,
Yeah, I
but
know.
it's
I know
it's
exactly.
really hard, Naomi, to get excited and positive about United right now.
Yeah, I'm like trying not to get attached to some players too
Shit.
because I'm like, are they gonna get rid of them? It's
Yeah.
so emotional. It's just so emotional.
Breaking news: Jude Bellingham scored
Let's
in
go.
the whatever minute 90 plus two, Man City 2, Real Madrid 3.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah,
well, there you
Real
have
Madrid.
it.
There you go. Jude Bellingham scoring. Good lad.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
Good for
that's
him.
good. That's good for the rest of English football. That City have lost again. So there we go. So what do you reckon? Score prediction for Sunday?
Against Spurs. Maybe 2-1
Yeah,
United.
2-1 United. Positive. I'm gonna say, like I always say the same. I'm gonna say 1-0 Bruno Fernandes penalty, and I'll say that'll do for me. Like, is it? I don't care. A VAR decision to go our way, just to throw that back, and then we'll tag this up and we'll use that clip for sure. No, really appreciate your time tonight, Naomi. Yeah, different show, different idea, just completely fun and completely different.
Yeah,
Next
love it.
time we'll get loads more people on, and we'll just get everyone to show their record collection and vinyl collection. That'd be cool. We'll have a vinyl special. That's a good one. I'll write
Love
that down.
yeah.
No, really appreciate everyone watching. If you enjoyed the show, like and subscribe. If you want to join the channel and want to talk balls, just like we have tonight, get involved. Send us a DM on Twitter, and we'll get back to you and get you involved in the channel. Look out for more shows. Hopefully, we'll have another Talk of the League and a Red Devils roundup this week. But for now, it's goodbye from Naomi and goodbye from me.